Welcome to this Mekko Graphics video tip as part of our Build Your CQ series. Today we're going to be answering a user question. And that question is, how do I create a chart that will allow me to compare different countries using a range of financial measures like revenue, costs, net income, and margins? Here's the chart that we recommend. It's a stack bar chart. Revenue is shown as the positive value in the stack, costs are shown as negative values, and net income is shown as a net line on the chart. In this case, that's the dotted green line. We've also added data rows for gross margin and net margin to make it easy to compare across countries. Now let's make this chart. From the Mekko Graphics ribbon, insert a stack bar chart. We had our data for this chart in Excel, so I'm going to paste it into the data sheet. And you can see that revenue is shown as a positive value. Each of the cost series are shown as negative values. And net income, gross margin, and net margin are calculated rows. And in this case, we brought the data in from Excel, but you could also calculate these rows directly in the Mekko Graphics data sheet. Let's close this down and look at the chart. Okay, let's go to Barsen Series so we can show how we want things to be displayed on the chart. Now we said we wanted net income to be a net line. And we wanted those gross margin and net margin to be data rows instead of bars on the chart. That's how we do that. And then while we're here, we can recolor each series on the chart to match the chart that we started with. And you can just select a color for each series. And I'm using the Mekko Graphics Modern palette, but you can use any colors you like. And that's how you can quickly recolor your chart. Now let's do some cleanup on this chart. Let's adjust the margins to make more room for the bars. Let's hide the labels. We can insert a legend. In this case, let's right click on that and format the legend. I'd like that legend to appear at the top because we have plenty of room for it there. And then I'm just going to move it up just a little bit because we have the space. And then let's add an axis title. You can do that by right-clicking on the axis. In this case, we're just going to type in 2015, which is the year for all of our data. And then let's clean up the values on this chart. So I'm going to do two things. If you click on the Values tab under the Format Chart task pane, one of the things I'd like to do is change the data scale for my chart. So you can see here that for the United States, the data is showing a revenue total of 165,000. Those numbers were in thousands originally, so that's really 165 million. So I'd like to actually increase the data scale and make all those numbers rounded, and then I'll go into the axis and I'll set the axis values as $millions so that your audience will know what you're talking about. And then while I'm here, I can actually easily format my data rows to be percentages. If I click off, you have the chart. Thank you for watching this video. For more tips and tricks, please visit our Build Your CQ blog on the website.